Hey guys, good evening and welcome back again to your Unacademy NEET English channel. I believe all of you are doing great, having a good time. Well, my dear students, this particular session is for all the NEET 2026 aspirants. That means this video is for all those students who are going to enter from class 11th to class 12th. And in this particular session, I am going to give you a 1-year complete roadmap which you guys will be following throughout this 1 year so as to score big, so as to score 700 plus when it comes to the NEET 2026 examination. My dear students, please watch this particular video till the end because each and every point which will be discussed in this particular session will be very important for all of you. So do not skip a single thing in this particular session. Now, the first and the most important thing. I know majority of the students will be having these questions in their mind at this particular point of time. Number one, is 1 year enough to crack the NEET examination? This will be the most common question to everybody. Point number two, if 1 year is enough to crack the examination, then what has to be the strategy? What has to be the roadmap which must be followed to crack this particular examination? Number three, how to complete a chapter, because I know a lot of students who are going to enter into class 12th. They would have studied a lot of chapters in class 11th, but after studying the chapter also, they won't be able to solve the questions. So how to overcome that? This is again one common question among a lot of students who are going to move from class 11th to class 12th. How many mock tests we should write in this one complete year? This is one more common question. How much time you are supposed to give for class 11th and class 12th. That means how to bifurcate the time for class 11th and class 12th throughout this 1 year. And at the end, till what time should we complete the syllabus? I believe these are the most common questions which majority of the students will be having in their mind at this particular point of time. And people, in this particular session, all your queries related to your NEET 2026 journey are going to be answered in detail, but I would want every one of you to follow all the points which I'll be letting you know in this particular session. So let's get going, let's get started. My dear students, the first question which all of you will be having in your minds is 1 year enough to crack this examination? My dear students, as I keep on telling you in all my sessions, cracking any sort of competitive examination is just the mental game. I've seen students qualifying the NEET examination in 2 years. I've seen those students also who cracked this particular examination in just 1 year. I've seen those students as well who have cracked this particular examination only in 6 months. So I believe it is just the mental game. It entirely depends on your mental strength. So the students who think 1 year is not enough to crack this examination, my dear students, I am telling you, as per my experience, I'm telling you 1 year is enough to crack any sort of competitive examination, be it your NEET, be it your JEE, even be it your UPSC examination as well, right? So I believe the answer of your first question is done and dusted. Point number two, 1 year action plan. What has to be the strategy? What has to be the roadmap for this one complete year? Since I know you guys are busy with your class 11th examination, and a lot of students would be thinking, after my class 11th examination, let's take the rest for 1 week, let's take the rest for 10-20 days, and after that start the class 12th preparation. My dear students, do not do that. Do not do that. The rhythm which you guys are having right now, do not break that rhythm at all. Do not break that rhythm at all. Because if you are going to take the rest for 7 to 10 days or even some 15 days, after that, it's going to be really difficult to start again. Since already due to the examination, you guys have got the rhythm. You guys have been studying for like 6-7 hours a day from, let's say, 10-20 days. Let's not break that rhythm. So let's not take a pause, because if you are going to take a pause for 1 single day after your class 11th examination, remember, in 1 single day, there will be 1,000 students who will be going ahead. So you do not want to do that. So you're not supposed to take a break. right after your class 11th examination, you guys are going to jump into class 12th and start your preparation. Okay. Now, since we have got one complete year left, does that mean we have to complete the whole syllabus of class 12th in 1 year? And you students, the answer is a big no. Let me tell you, upcoming 5 months, I'm assuming you are starting your preparation from the month of April. So, upcoming 5 months from the month of April should be given dedicatedly to your class 12 syllabus completion. So, your class 12 syllabus has to get completed in just 5 months. Okay, do not think that you have got 1 year left and let's complete the class 12 syllabus in 1 year. Do not do that. You have to complete your class 11th as well as class 12 syllabus in this 1 year. So 5 months should be dedicatedly given to class 12 syllabus. After that, 3 months should be dedicatedly given for class 11th syllabus completion. Why I have given only 3 months to class 11th? Because at least some of the chapters you would have already covered properly in class 11th. That's why I have given only 3 months to your class 11th syllabus completion. Right? Now, my dear students, the next 2 months should be dedicatedly for the revision purpose, because more the revisions you do, better is going to be your score in the NEET 2026. And after that, the last month should be only dedicated for the full syllabus mock test. This is your upcoming plan, my dear students, which you are supposed to follow. I'm repeating the same thing. Again, 5 months for class 12 syllabus completion, 3 months for class 11 syllabus completion, 2 months dedicatedly for the revision, and last 1 month completely for your full syllabus mock tests. Now, my dear students, as I told you already, 5 months should be dedicatedly for class 12. How you are going to bifurcate, how you are going to divide these 5 months so as to complete the whole syllabus of class 12. People, in your class 12th, almost there are some 40 chapters of your physics, chemistry and biology combinedly, right? 40 chapters are almost there. So you have to cover your 40 chapters in 5 months. Now, I believe it looks a huge task to be covered. But my dear students, you do not have to look at the 40 chapters. Okay? Just break everything into the weekly targets. What do I mean by the term weekly targets? See guys, 40 chapters are to be covered in 5 months. That means in 1 month, you'll be covering 8 chapters. In 1 month, you'll have to cover 8 chapters. That means in 1 week, you just have to cover 2 chapters. In 1 week, you just have to cover 2 chapters. Now, it does not look a big task to me. In 1 week, you just have to cover 2 chapters, and that's pretty much easy. But for that, you have to remain consistent, people. You have to study from now onwards itself. You have to study for 8 to 10 hours every single day. That's how you are going to crack this particular examination in just 1 year. Trust me on that. And your score will be more than 700. I'm telling you that. If you are willing to dedicate 8 to 10 hours every single day, throughout this journey of 1 year, nobody is going to stop you in order to wear that white coat after NEET 2026 examination. So, in 1 week, you just have to cover 2 chapters. And if you are doing so, if you are able to complete 2 chapters in 1 week, that means in 5 months, your whole syllabus of class 12 would be done and dusted. Now, the remaining 3 months should be dedicatedly given to the class 11 syllabus. Again, in your class 11, there are almost some 40 chapters. Now, 40 chapters in 3 months, that means in 1 week, you just have to cover 3 chapters of class 11. Does it look difficult now? I believe it's not as difficult as it used to look. So people, in 3 months, your class 11 syllabus should be done. That means in 1 week, you just have to complete 3 chapters, which can be done easily. Now the point is, how do we complete a chapter of your class 12th as well as class 11th? Let me talk about that. People, there are the sequence of the things which you are supposed to follow. Sequence of the things. I know you would have studied, for example, mole concept in your class 11th, but you won't be able to solve all its questions right now. Why? Because you have not followed this particular sequence which I'm going to give you right here. If you are following this sequence, guys, which I'm going to give you, if you are following it dedicatedly and honestly, let me tell you, whatever chapter you are going to study, you will be in a position to solve each and every question of that particular chapter. Now, what is this particular sequence which you are supposed to follow? My dear students, first of all, when you start a chapter, you'll be covering its lectures. You will be covering the lectures of a chapter. That is your task number one. For example, you're starting with your class 12th, chapter 1 of chemistry, that is solution. The first thing, watch its lecture. Watch its lecture. The second thing, whatever questions your teacher is doing in the lecture, solve the same questions again after the lecture without seeing the solution. That is the most important thing I must say. Lecture followed by solving same questions again, which your teacher has solved in the class. The third point, do not rely on the session PDFs. You are going to make your notes on your own. While watching the lecture itself, you are supposed to make your own notes with your own handwriting. Do not rely on the session PDFs. Okay? Once you are done with the note making, then whatever DPPs your teacher is going to provide you, just solve those daily practice problems of the concepts which you have studied in the lecture. Once you are done with the DPP solving, then go for NCERT reading of those concepts which your teacher has done in the lecture. After doing the NCERT reading, then comes your NCERT in-text questions and NCERT exercise questions of the same topics which your teacher has done in the lecture. And once you are done with this, my dear students, PYQs, the most important thing. Solve last 5-year PYQs of your NEET as well as JEE Mains. Because by solving the PYQs, you will get the exact idea of what are the most important topics of the chapter which are frequently asked. And let me tell you, every year, almost like I would say 40 to 50% of your NEET paper is based on your PYQs of your NEET and JEE Mains. Okay, so you cannot avoid this. And people, once you complete a chapter, once you follow all these things in a chapter, at the end, you have to write the chapter-wise mock test. That is super sufficient. And I believe if you follow this particular sequence, which I have given you right now, trust me, you will be in a position to solve each and every question of the chapter you have done. Okay, but if you skip any single point out of these, then it's going to be really difficult to solve each and every question of the chapter. Do not skip a single point out of these points which I've mentioned over here in the box. Now, one more important thing which a lot of students do. They try to solve a lot of books in a particular subject. You're not supposed to do that. My dear students, minimize your book list. Whatever material you have got from your online or offline coaching, just try to solve that material only. If you are done solving that material once, try to solve the same material again. If you are done solving that material twice, try to solve that material again. Do not use a lot of study materials in a particular subject. Just remember that. That is one of the most important things which you guys are going to do. People, if you solve the same study material like 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, trust me, automatically, you will remember the approach of each and every problem. And that is the most important thing when it comes to the preparation of the competitive examination. That is remembering the approach of each and every question. That can be only done if you are studying, if you are following only one study material. My dear students, since I've told you to write the chapter-wise mock test, if you are done solving it, if you are done completing a chapter, then write the mock test. And once you write the mock test, try to analyze your mock test score. Try to see where you are lagging, whether the problem lies in the calculation, whether the problem lies in the concept. Try to analyze your mock test score, by means of which you will try to understand where the problem lies and then eventually act upon them. Act upon your weaknesses, act upon the problems. Okay? And at the end, people, the last month of your preparation, once you are done with class 12, then class 11, then revisions, last month of your preparation should be dedicatedly for the full syllabus mock test. You should not be studying anything new in the last month. You should be writing minimum 60 mock tests, that too full syllabus mock tests in the last month. Okay? So this has to be the strategy. But this particular strategy, only those students can follow who are disciplined, who are willing to sit for 8 to 10 hours every single day on their own. And my dear students, based on the same strategy which I've given you, we are introducing the Nexus batch for all the students who are moving from class 11th to class 12th on your Unacademy, platform, based on the strategy which I've given you. First 5 months for class 12 completion, then 3 months for class 11 completion, then revision, then your mock tests. After every chapter, your chapter-wise mock tests, your DPPs, everything. Based on this complete strategy, we are introducing the Nexus batch on Unacademy platform. And my dear students, this Nexus batch is particularly dedicated for all the students who are moving from class 11 to class 12 based on the strategy which I've given you. And if you are going to be the part of this Nexus batch, my dear students, you need not to worry about anything. Lectures, live lectures will be provided by the teachers of your choice. Okay? You know, in Unacademy, we have got a set of teachers, a particular set of teachers who teach in English language, a particular set of teachers who teach in English language, a particular set of teachers who teach in Hindi language. And people, if you be the part of the Nexus batch, you'll have the access to all the batches, right? For the students moving from class 11th to class 12th, right? For example, let's say in my batch, you do not like the chemistry. You can jump into another batch. For example, in some other batch, you don't like physics. You can jump into the other batch. We have got like 6 set of teachers who are going to train you, particularly in this Nexus batch. Be it for NEET, be it for JEE. Based on the same strategy which I've given you over here. And my dear students, let me tell you, in this particular Nexus batch, what exactly do we have? All the things which I have mentioned over here in this particular strategy. We have curated this Nexus batch on the basis of the same strategy which we have given you. So how do you exactly enroll into this particular Nexus batch? First of all, let me tell you right now, there's an offer going on. What is the offer? You know, few days back, there was one mega event of Unacademy, that's Arambh, right? And in the Arambh event, my dear students, the prices of the Plus subscription has been reduced drastically for the betterment of all those students who could not afford the quality education. So, if you are enrolling into the Plus subscription, whose link is there in the description box of the video, if you click on that particular link, right, let me tell you, my dear students, you will be having access to all the batches of Unacademy just at 4,499. Do not think it is 4,499 per month. No, this is the fees for one complete year. This is the fees for one complete year. You're not supposed to pay this much fees every month. No, it's a one-time payment and you'll be having the access to all the batches of Unacademy, right? All the batches of Unacademy just at 4,499. Perfect. The link to enroll into the Plus subscription is given in the description box of the video. Click on the link which is there in the description of the video, right? You can use the code Wassim. You will be getting some extra discounts also by using this particular code and get enrolled, right? Take the Plus subscription of Unacademy and have the access to all the batches of Unacademy just at 4,499. Now you must be thinking, what is meant by this having the access to all the batches? My dear students, every year on Unacademy platform, we start the batches for the students moving from 10 to 11th, some batches for the students moving from 10 to 11 to 12th, some batches which we call as the droppers batches. If you take the Plus subscription, you'll be having the access to all those batches absolutely free of cost, right? You just have to pay this much of amount and have the access to all those batches, right? Perfect. And apart from that, you can select your teachers also. That is something which you do not get in any platform, right? In no platform, in no edtech platform, you can select your teachers. But here, if you take the Plus subscription, you can select the teachers. Okay? And again, I'm repeating, since this particular session is for all the students moving from 11th to 12th, so you can, first of all, by taking the Plus subscription, you can select your teachers in whatever language you would want to get trained, right? After that, it's going to be your turn to shoot the bullseye with us when it comes to the NEET 2026 examination. So with this, I'll be taking a leave. Hope this particular video was beneficial for all. Take care. God bless you all and love you all. This was your chemistry educator Wassim Bhat. If you will be having any sort of queries, let me know in the comment section of this particular video, and I'll be posting the handwritten PDF of this particular session on my Telegram channel, which is Wassim Bhat Chemistry Official. You guys can join that Telegram channel and you can ask me whatever things you would want to ask. So take care. God bless you all and love you all, guys. Bye-bye.